I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
With 10 seconds left to shoot. At this time, we ask if you're able, please rise and remove your caps and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Local farmers markets are a convenient place to get fresh, healthy food and products for your family. Lewis County has numerous markets that provide you with an affordable choice of fresh food products. Many of those farms are also available to purchase from directly, so you can take comfort in knowing exactly where your food is coming from. Meet your farmer, know your food. We make it easy in Lewis County.
Welcome to Basketball City, USA.
I use my brain, open lanes to the top of the game. I use my hand on any man that will try to contain me. Use my feet and compete like I need to the death. I use my heart and it'll beat till I breathe my last breath.
Hoop Fest 2017. Don't miss your shot.
When it's your job to protect the world's greatest nation, it's your responsibility to solve the world's greatest challenges. This is why we search for the best and brightest, why we train for every eventuality, on land and water, in the air, space, and even cyberspace. We operate in a complex world with one simple mission: win.
Hello everyone and welcome into the NWAC Women's Basketball Championships here at Everett Community College. Walt Price Student Fitness Center is the venue. We're happy to have you along on the first game of the day, and it features the Peninsula Pirates out of Port Angeles, Washington, and the Umpqua Riverhawks from Roseburg, Oregon in the Elite 8 round. 4 games today. This is the first. 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. are your contest times. After today, Bellevue will face the Spokane Sasquatch, the Bulldogs, at 4 p.m., and then Walla Walla Warriors and Lower Columbia. They will lock horns at 6 p.m., and then Skagit Valley and CBC, Columbia Basin College, will finally round out the day at 8 p.m. Peninsula Pirates come in as the number 2 seed out of the North. They have a 10-4 league record with an 18-9 record overall. They've won 4 of their last 6 games, including a 69-61 win over Tacoma yesterday to get them out of the Sweet 16 and into the Elite 8. They have won the NWAC championships in 2015. They were runners-up last year. They have a great squad under the direction of Allison Crum in her 6th year at the helm of Peninsula. And across the way, the Umpqua Riverhawks, the South number 1 seed, 16-0, that unblemished record in league play, 27-2. Overall, their only losses to Lane, last year's champion, 78-69. And to Lower Columbia, 72-69. 2 close games, are very relatively close games, are their only blemishes on their roster, or on their record rather. Dave Strickland in his 21st year has 2 championships under their belt, 1997 and 2000. They've done pretty well as of late. 17-game winning streak, including yesterday's 84-49 win, a thumping over Treasure Valley to get them into the Elite 8. And here we are. Starting lineups, first for the Peninsula Pirates. Anaya Rhodesia, will start things off. She averages 13.3 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, a 5'9" sophomore. Then you've got Janice McKnight, a 5'11" sophomore, averaging 12.9 points a game. Alicia Dugan, 13.69 points a game. She has a stat sheet to write home about. I'll tell you what, it's not bad at all. 19.6 or 13.96 points a game, 4.3 rebounds, 2.33 steals, is in the top 20 in the league. 80% free throw shooter, not bad at all. Sephoria Yayos, a 6.9 points per game, a 5'6" sophomore, and Ty Thomas, 6' sophomore, averaging 8 points a game as we get underway here. Long three off the mark and coming the other direction. It will be the Pirates as they swing things around. Actually, I got that backwards, similar jerseys. And it's Peninsula now. The Pirates bringing the ball up the court. Umpqua in the black jerseys. Peninsula in the white jerseys with the green trim as they fire the ball over the top. No good, another turnover. So a bit errant as we start things off here at Everett Community College, and some early nerves perhaps as the deuce is down. And things get started off. Peninsula with the quick lead. That'll tie things up. Umpqua on the board. There's another shot. That's Thomas. Ty Thomas will hit. And suddenly, after a couple of turnovers, both teams are turning up the octane. A steal in traffic, coming the other direction. Rhodesia. She hesitation, dribble up with her left hand, offhand lay-in. Started left, went right. Got her own rebound and kicks things back off. Peninsula. A long three, back iron, hesitates for a minute. Offensive rebound by McKnight. That's swatted clear. And we're stuck at 4-2 now. Peninsula doing a good job of getting some steals. There's a very wide open shot by Daisy Powell, the freshman, 6'3". We'll get to the Umpqua Riverhawks starting lineup in just a moment. I know I haven't quite gotten to those, but we'll get them while we're in traffic here. Here's McKnight right into the center of the key to Ty Thomas. No. Ripped down by Thames, Bria Thames, the 6' freshman. A lot of freshmen on this Umpqua Riverhawks roster, all but one player on the roster, a freshman. They are going to be something else here come next year. They're already in the tournament, and they are playing. Every starter on the floor right now is a freshman. Early foul, that goes against McKnight, her first personal foul, and sends Daisy Powell to the free throw line. Powell, a 6'3" freshman. McClemens is her high school from Oakland, California, averaging 20.7 points a game, 9.3 rebounds a game. Only a 53% free throw shooter, as is evident on that first miss, but statistics would say she'd hit this one. Not true. And out of bounds it goes. The starting lineups, Lily Eckert will start things off. She's from Kingston High School in Kingston, Washington on the Peninsula. A 6'1" freshman and 1.9 points a game. You got Jordan Stotler. She is something to watch. She has 22 points a game, second overall in the league, 13 rebounds a game average. That is good enough for third in the league. And 15th in the league in assists. She shoots 76% free throws, and she's only a freshman, folks, 6'4". Averaged, or not average, but hit 33 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 blocks. The triple-double a game ago against Treasure Valley. And she wears number 10. That's who you have to watch out for. There's the rip. It'll be Powell giving way on the rebound on the quick outlet. Still 4-2. Early going here at Everett Community College in the NWAC Women's Championships. Glad to have you aboard on STSPN.com and on NWACsports.org. Peninsula back on the run. Long pass underneath. They find McKnight. She'll be a contested shot, and well contested. It was, I believe, Stotler who's going to get the block credited to her. And out of bounds it goes. Substitutions now is Rodriguez. Rodriguez is from Green Valley out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a 5'9" freshman. Yami Rodriguez. He averages 8 points a contest, 5.2 rebounds. And so swinging it around the arc. They'll finally get it into Ty Thomas again, who hits one more time. Look for her, she had a double-double yesterday against Tacoma, 20 points, 10 rebounds. And quickly coming the other way, wasting no time in transition. Offhand lay-in, the scoop no good. Offensive putback is also a miss, as Rodriguez comes right in and makes her presence known, but can't get the bunny to fall, and it will go back to the Riverhawks. So we mentioned Eckert Stotler. You've got Bria Timms, a 6-foot freshman. She's from Westview High School in Beaverton, Oregon. Alessa Grenfeld, a 5'9" freshman from Liberty High School in Hillsboro, Oregon. And Daisy Powell, you saw her earlier, McClemens High School out of Oakland. We mentioned her earlier. He got a foul underneath on a power move by Daisy Powell, and she will head to the free throw line one more time. The foul will be charged against Yami Rodriguez. Her first personal foul, third team foul on the Pirates, as Powell heads to the stripe. 0 for 2 so far, and now she's back on the game after the and one. She's got 3 points, Daisy Powell. Skip across, long three in this zone defense. They'll get it into Thomas. They seem to be focusing on Thomas, top of the key. Definitely a mismatch. And a very well-played zone defense employed by the Umpqua Riverhawks to not overplay, but swing enough to be a distraction. That backside well protected, and of course the way that the Pirates are swinging Thomas elbow to elbow. You're gonna have to watch her. Now here's where danger is on a zone. That one missed, off the mark, no good, and quickly back for the offensive rebounds is Dugan. She missed the shot but got her own rebound. And now calling out the play is Yayus. Smith re-enters, she'll get it back. Pump fake, now they'll find the entry. It looked like Rodriguez had about 2 feet on her. It was Stotler that had to come help from the far block, but was able to get up over the top and knock it clear. Thomas will take a seat. 6-5, that one off the miss, and already Powell sweeping rebounds here and there on both sides of the court. Nice 2-on-1 break. And a timeout on the floor as head coach Crum, not happy at all, would like to talk things over about that transition defense. We will take a break. Umpqua on top by 1 over the Peninsula Pirates. You're watching NWAC basketball on STSPN.com and NWACsports.org.
Before there could be a nation, there had to be people willing to fight for it, to take on the world's greatest challenges, whatever they might be. So the U.S. Army masters not only tactics and strategy, but also physics and chemistry. We make battle plans and create breakthroughs in medicine, science, and engineering. Our next mission could be anything, so we prepare for everything.
Welcome to Lewis County, home of the Willapa Hills Trail. Scenic farmland and forested landscapes await you as you cross century-old trestles on the Newacum and Chehalis rivers with glimpses of Mount Rainier. Bring your horse, walk your dog, or enjoy a bike ride with the family and take part in the annual Ride to Willapa Bicycle Festival. Get outside and unwind. Your adventure awaits along the Willapa Hills Trail in Lewis County.
Back after the timeout here at Everett Community College. Peninsula in the black jerseys. The Pirates will bring the ball up after the timeout, and still having some trouble with the shot clock. It's been an off and on situation over the last couple of days here on the far side, so Peninsula will have the help of the stadium announcer once the shot clock goes down to 10. As Rodriguez will kick long, shot is partially blocked off by Stotler. She gets a paw on almost everything. Now knocked back into play, hustling after it is Smith. She'll stop and pop just inside the arc. Back iron, no good. Stotler with the rebound. Right hand dribble, looking down court, looking to push. Now she'll throw it to Lauders. Lou Lauders, excuse me. Lauders into the ball game for the first time. There's a stop underneath on that right hand block by Powell, and on the offensive rebound, she's a workhorse. She has been pushing the tempo underneath, block to block. Gets her own offensive rebound, can't get the putback to fall, but will have a chance at the shot here from the free throw line. Already 1 for 3, make that 2 for 4. Thomas will check back in, replacing Janice McKnight for the Pirates. And back to the free throw line is Daisy Powell. She hits both of those. So warming up a bit from the stripe. It sure helps to be there a few times. Get used to where you're playing in a foreign gym. And now they will go back on defense and back to the zone. High pressure. Now the dribble drive, right-hand side, Yayus. No good. Rebound is, once again, Stotler. She just hovers under there and reads angles. He's got 3 rebounds, I think, on the last 3 trips. And off the backboard, a beautiful spin and up with the right hand. Powell is leading all scorers now. She's got 7 in early going. Peninsula swinging around the zone, trying to bust and find a seam on the quick passes. Now they'll slow things up top of the key. It's Dugan. Dribble drive now, 9 on the shot clock, trying to make the pass down to Rodriguez, but it's stripped clear, but a foul as Smith was handcuffed on the dribble drive. Rather, I can't believe that was Smith. Dugan takes the seat, and Rhodesia back in, one of the starters here for the Pirates. 11-6, Umpqua over Peninsula. Long 3 as a drought continues, pushing up the offensive rebound. Right-hand side, no good. And what's on the other side for the rebound? What an ood is Jordan Stotler again. She just owns it. Can't finish on the other end. Long rebound, trying to beat everybody on a foot race. Rhodesia can't get it to fall. Stotler running right there with her, picks up another rebound. Owning the glass. Then into the big body, Daisy Powell can't get it to fall. Met a wall of defense. 2 or 3 bodies knew exactly where she was about 5 feet into the key. And tough pushing it through a triple teamed up to the rack. No good. Now it's Rhodesia, dribble drive, the wraparound pass stolen away by Powell. Here come the Riverhawks. Things getting sloppy now, and control needed. And Yayos says, okay, that's me. I'll just take things easy. We're going to give it back to our point guard. We'll dribble this thing up. Smith now with it. Euro step to the rack, counted. Tiffany Smith, the freshman, at a Centennial High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. 5'6". Lewiters with the bucket on the other end. And the turnover quickly. This looks like laying time. An outstanding job at helping out, as Bilbrew gets 4 points. And it was the slowing up of Lewiters that was able to stymie the defense to allow Bilbrew to have an easy lane to the right or left-hand side there. And nothing. Absolutely zero falling for the Pirates right now. They started out early and quick, and since have surrendered turnover after turnover, and then can't buy a bucket on the other side. Here is Stotler. 3-ball, bang! Her first 3 of the day, and you don't want her heating up. Averaging 22 points a game, 13 rebounds. She's nearly there now here in the first quarter. Long 3 on the way. That one rolls off. It's Rhodesia with the offensive rebound. Blocked there by Stotler. And quickly the other way. Here come the Riverhawks. Thames. Coast to coast. And Thames didn't have anybody stopping her the entire way down the court. And the troubles continue for the Pirates. Already one timeout early taken. Powell brought her hard hat, lunch pail. She's the workhorse down low in the paint. Long three. As Rhodesia can't get it to hit with 31 seconds on the game clock left in this first quarter. We'll take a timeout, a media timeout. No, we won't. We're going to stay right here. Couple of substitutions. Well, last second shot now as Umpqua would look to expand this already large lead with a last second shot to end the quarter. Pirates really struggling right now to put the ball in the hoop. They've gotten good looks, wide open looks. It hasn't been that there's been so much pressure on defense that they haven't been able to do anything. They just can't buy a bucket. Normally shots that go down aren't. And that will end the first quarter of play. Riverhawks jump out to a big first quarter lead, 23-8, here at the NWAC Women's Basketball Championships. STSPN.com, NWACsports.org. We'll come back with the second quarter in a moment.
17 NWAC Basketball Championship Tournament. Please give a hand to our volunteers.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Welcome back. High atop Walt Price Center here at Everett Community College. Quarter number 2 about to get underway between Peninsula and Umpqua. The Riverhawks enjoying a large lead right now, 23-8. Largely due to Daisy Powell. 9 points in the first quarter, halfway through her total. Yesterday, 18 points on 7 of 18 shooting and 7 rebounds versus Treasure Valley. And she is a force on the low block. Already been to the free throw line 3 times. Part of that and an and one opportunity, which she made good on. And now it'll be Thomas, as Ty Thomas finally gets a board here in the second quarter and tries to cut into that large lead. 6 points for Thomas, who averages 8 points a game. Here's Thames. She spins in and a foul call. Straight into a double team. It was Alicia Dugan that met her there, the 5'9" sophomore, but Powell at 6'3" had the height advantage. Or excuse me, Thames at 6 foot had the height advantage, and will head to the free throw line. That is the second personal foul on Alicia Dugan, as Thames misses the free throw. EBCC trivia time. Why do 19,000 students choose Everett Community College every year? The answer at EVCC, faculty know your name and care about your future. Register now for spring classes at everettcc.edu. Thames splits the pair. And back on defense into that zone. It has worked so far and almost worked again as quickly Anderson had a paw in Thought she might get the steal. There's a shuffle shot. I don't know how else to describe it. A one-handed push by Ayus is no good, and everybody sleeping in transition defense. That will drive Crum, the head coach, nuts, and you can tell she is not happy about the way that happened. As Anderson gets on the board with her first 2 points of the game. Here's the long three. Ayus is also off the mark. That's the second time she's had a really good look, got her feet under her, but just could not find the range, and it's like it's got a lid on it. On the Peninsula side of the court, 10 points through more than, 11, 12 minutes of play now. And there is Stotler. Quiet so far, only 5 points in early going, but they haven't needed her. A large lead. She's been very effective on defense, playing that right-hand block, the low side on the zone. And where she has not come away with a lot of points, she's been ripping down rebounds left and right. Dribble drive, here's Smith up with the right hand. She'll count it. Uncontested all the way to the rack. Smith averaging about 5.5 a game, had 4 points versus Tacoma yesterday. We already matched that. Long three off the mark, no good by Lewiters. Dribble drive is Rhodesia. She goes into some big, tall trees on the block in the middle of that zone defense. Wanted the foul call, won't get it. Here is Stotler, 3 down! Kaboom! Stotler with 8 points now. 2 of those field goals from beyond the arc. Rhodesia working on a bad ankle, a bum ankle, has struggled. And a hustle play on the defensive side, saves it in bounds, but giving it right back. The Riverhawks trying to take advantage, stop and pop, and an easy look from about 5 feet is Margaret Anderson. Anderson from Idaho City High School in Idaho City, Idaho. A 6-foot freshman. And still the shooting woes almost seem exponential now for the Pirates, as Peninsula cannot buy a bucket. Another 3 on the way, just left it short. Offensive rebound and putback is Timms. And a timeout on the floor. Pirates need to stop the bleeding. We'll see if the timeout will help do just that. We'll take a break. Step away on STSPN.com and NWACsports.org.
Local farmers markets are a convenient place to get fresh, healthy food and products for your family. Lewis County has numerous markets that provide you with an affordable choice of fresh food products. Many of those farms are also available to purchase from directly, so you can take comfort in knowing exactly where your food is coming from. Meet your farmer, know your food. We make it easy in Lewis County.
As certified jumpers, divers, and survival experts, Special Forces are dropped behind enemy lines to train foreign fighters, carry out covert missions, or prevent future conflicts. These soldiers live for the challenge, highly trained and highly intelligent. Special Forces soldiers are the best of the best.
NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the latest NWAC news. You can visit NWACsports.org. Probably one of the places you found us here today. You get the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and the all-important bracket. We're in the Elite Eight. We'll round that bracket out here in just a moment. They're stolen away. Lewiters with the ball. Left hand will cross pass and out of bounds. Was it tipped? No. We go back to Peninsula. Peninsula Pirates wearing the black jerseys with the gold trim. The Umpqua Riverhawks, the number 1 seed out of the South Division, in white. As you watch Smith, Tiffany Smith drive in. They pass out to Ty Thomas with the hit on the short corner jump shot from about 7 feet is fouled, will count the basket and head to the free throw line. That's the first personal foul on Bria Thames, and only the first team foul on the Riverhawks as Thomas hits the and one. 9 points for Ty Thomas, and the sophomore going back on defense and is yelling out defensive plays on who's not watching who, and it was definite there was some communication issues underneath for the Pirates. Thames again, athletic on that left-hand side, and a shot and foul called. They say an offensive foul and push-off on Tiffany Smith will turn the ball over, and that does not help your cause when you're down 37-15. You need possessions. And I'll be very curious to see at the halftime break what the shooting percentage is for Peninsula. Got to be abysmal at this point. And they've definitely dug themselves a big hole here in the first quarter. Anderson, now it's Thames. Thought she had a seam, did find a seam. Eventually drew the double team, but it did not matter as Thames quick to the rack. Left-hand lay-in, all-important left, and a foul now as McKnight hits the deck. And I'm impressed with Bria Thames' handles. She can certainly run left, run right. That will give you another tool in the toolbox. At this level, you've got to have a left hand. Foul call will send Janice McKnight to the free throw line for the first time today. That foul charged against Lewiters, her first personal foul. And one of two free throws. Make a 39-17 ball game. About 5.5 to go here in the second quarter of play, the first of two games. Peninsula versus Umpqua. We get the early draw. Get to sleep in a little bit and then into the gym. No good, a walk. Thames loves to go to that left-hand side, and I think she's got a good mindset to go that direction. She seems to find an opening almost every time. That an errant step will cost her the ball. Kyla Alvarez, the freshman, into the ball game for the first time now for Peninsula out of Skyline High School in Salt Lake City, Utah. And up with the right hand, and the easy lay-in is Cammie Butler. She's in the game also trying a different lineup look. The sophomore, 6 foot from Hillcrest High School in Sandy, Utah. She trundles in on the right-hand side for an easy deuce. And stolen away. Thomas right there says, let's get some mo going. Let's see if we can't get a couple easy buckets. And a shot from McKnight is off the mark. She's fouled and will head to the free throw line for a second time. Taylor charged with her first personal foul. That's the third team foul on the Riverhawks. And McKnight to the free throw line where she is an 83% free throw shooter. Averaging 12.9 points a game, 8.0 rebounds a game, the sophomore. Quest Prep High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we've got a lot of Nevada entrance into the game today. And stolen away once again, trying to get the entry pass into Powell. It usually pays dividends. There's the offensive rebound. That won't fall. And Alvarez finally comes away with it. Long pass to McKnight up the right-hand side. She goes cruising in, and a blocking foul. Margaret Anderson took the brunt of the collision and will also take her first personal foul. Actually, that's her second personal foul. And back to the free throw line goes McKnight. 3 for 4 from the stripe today, and why not put her there? You love the 83% from the free throw line. all coming here in this second quarter of play. Had 17 points on 7 of 11 shooting yesterday versus Tacoma and tagged on 8 rebounds to boot. And she's keeping Peninsula right in that, at least going to be close. You'd love to get it into double digits if you can. Over the top, the pass to Powell on the entry is out of bounds, swatted away, and Peninsula doing a good job of recognizing the game plan to get it to Daisy Powell, and they are throwing a body on the front and back, the sandwich, as soon as that ball goes up. Here is Stotler. She doesn't miss much with the deuce. She's got 10 points, well below her 22-point average. I guess she's on pace. Here's McKnight for the little, 18-footer, and can't hustle after the rebound. Bill Brew back into the game. PSG Washington, proud sponsor of this year's tournament. PSG team of highly skilled employee benefits consultants is here to guide you toward the best decision-making for your business and employees. Throughout the Northwest, no other firm can match their unparalleled blend of experience and dedication to customer service. PSG Washington, we're not satisfied until you are satisfied. Powell with the offensive rebound and putback is off the mark. She will head to the free throw line yet again. Daisy Powell, 4 for 5 already in that first quarter, will head to the free throw line for a pair here. And McKnight picks up her third personal foul early on, and you've got a substitute, I imagine, waiting to come in that will replace Powell. Indeed, that is true. McKnight, all her points, all 5 points via the free throw line, will have to take an exit. And 2 free throws are good by Daisy Powell. 11 points for Powell in early going here, right before the half, and stolen away. Great active hands by Lewiters, but it's turned right back over. Here come the Pirates. Rodriguez out top to Alvarez. Skip pass now to Barnes, who lights the 3 up just off the mark. Hits the front iron and off, and who's there for the rebound but Jordan Stotler? I imagine she's at her average, or at least near, in rebounds. 13 points a game, or 13 rebounds average a game, good enough for third in the NWAC in the regular season. It's Lewiters, top of the key, and a U-zig, I-zag, as Bill Brew was looking to set the screen, and Lewiters thought she was going to pop outside. Threw it right into the Peninsula bench. Barnes. Back to Alvarez, back to Barnes. Barnes has got some wide open looks from beyond the arc. She might get another one here. There's the long kick, pump fake, and a walk with the basketball. Rodriguez, Yami Rodriguez, had a decent lane. Her eyes were bigger than her feet. She wanted to take advantage of the daylight she was given. And a travel call. Heading the other way, 43-23, 20-point lead now. The spin up and in. Bill Brew has 6 points on the night, equaling her output yesterday versus Treasure Valley. 6 points, 5 assists for Tasha. Pass to Rodriguez, loses the handle. Long skip pass now over the top to Barnes. And playing Annie over against this zone, and now up with the shot, right hand, no good. Swatted into the flower garden along the baseline and out of bounds. It was Rodriguez realizing that the shot clock was draining and she had to get to the glass, or at least make an attempt to get it off the top. She did not hit the rim or backboard, so 7 on the shot clock on the entry pass. The step back 3 is on the way, no good. Dugan can't get it to fall. She'll end up with the rock. The pass underneath to Thomas. She'll try a 15-footer from the elbow. That's good. Ty Thomas. She's got 11 in the half. And back in transition is Daisy Powell. She runs the court exquisitely for being a 6'3" freshman. She is up and down, and it pays as Umpqua has hit her in transition a number of times early on here. Out of bounds. Now foul call. My apologies here. That foul will go against Lueders, her second personal foul, and send Alvarez to the free throw line. She hits the first. Swinomish Casino and Lodge includes 98 luxury rooms overlooking Padilla Bay and the San Juan Islands. Dine at 13 Moons Restaurant. Features flavors of hand-cut alderwood, grilled seafood, meats, freshest flavors of the Northwest. Plus, you can play all sorts of table games. You've got blackjack, craps, roulette, pie gow. For more information on events and promotion, please visit SwinomishCasinoLodge.com. Alvarez will bring it up in traffic. The long kick, 3 on the way. Nothing falling from beyond the arc. Peninsula is just struggling to get anything to go down from 3 land. They've taken plenty and have drawn a blank each and every time. And you see Allison Crum, the 6th-year coach for the Pirates, is trying to find answers right now. He had success. Crum has had a great program over in Port Angeles. A couple of championships, or a championship a year ago, the 2015 champs. They were runners-up last year in the 2016 tournament to Lane. But they are definitely a force, have been a force in the North Division of the NWAC since Allison took over. 18-9 on the regular season, but they need some offense right now and some frustration as you see the bench and coaching staff asking questions of the referee, the officials today. Sean Martin, Greg Boos, and Felicia Wright wearing the stripes and doing a dandy job as the entry pass goes right to Alvarez, but cannot make that fall. Had a good look at a 12-footer. 47-27, 20-point lead. It really has not been close since the onset of this ball game. Bilbrew looking for help. We'll find Stotler top of the key and then into the money. Absolute money all day down on the paint. Daisy Powell leading all scorers. 15 on the game clock, 6 left in the half, and a long pass. They're trying to find Bilbrew. Can she get a shot off? She does at the buzzer. Hits back iron, no good. But an outstanding offensive outburst for the Umpqua Riverhawks through a half, 49-27. And the Peninsula Pirates, as you see them heading into the locker room, will have to draw up some magic and see what they can do coming back in the second half. You're watching the 2017 NWAC Women's Basketball Championship on STSPN.com and NWACsports.org. Stick around, the second half en route. We'll see you in a second.
Are you interested in learning about a career in criminal justice? Big Bend Community College has 2 degree options. One will prepare you for transfer to a university, and the other will teach you the basic skills many employers are looking for in entry-level applicants. Many graduates have started exciting careers in law enforcement, corrections, and forensics. Students gain experience and networking opportunities through hands-on training with local law enforcement. Local officers, attorneys, and judges visit classes to share expertise, actively recruit, or help with fun campus activities like our mock trial and crash simulation. Students tour local prisons, visit courts and law enforcement agencies to see how criminal justice works in our area. We offer classes in a variety of formats to provide flexibility for our students, and our advisors will help you along the way to meet your specific academic goals. Come see if a career in criminal justice is right for you. Big hopes, big dreams, big successes at Big Bend Community College.
This is my classroom. These are my school supplies. This is my laboratory. These are my assignments. This is my study group. This is my career. Apply and enroll now to the NIC Pharmacy Technology Program. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
People often ask, what is it you do? I'm an Idaho Army National Guard soldier. But then again, it's not that simple. You see, I'm more than a weekend warrior. It's a continuous effort every day. Yeah, there's extremely long hours, but it's worth it. I love my job. It's like anything else. My profession is whatever I want to make of it. I get to do the incredible things most people dream of. The men and women I serve with are dedicated to being a premier force. It's amazing when you see my entire unit work together. When push comes to shove and we receive that order, we put steel on target. I'm always ready to be called upon to serve our nation. But in the meantime, I train.
Present. Oh.
I serve and protect my neighbors while defending their right to freedom. I'm an Idaho community asset that stands among our citizens. The boundaries I once thought I had are continuously tested and broadened. So there you have it. People will not always know who I am or what I do. But that's alright, because I do.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi ductless heat pumps allow you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. Because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
The Commercial Pilot Program at Big Bend teaches students to fly and gives them the ratings and certificates necessary to work as a commercial pilot. Many of our students come to the Commercial Pilot Program with little or even no aviation experience. They'll start flying an aircraft on day 2, and they progress through training with an instructor to flying the aircraft by themselves, traveling to other airports throughout the Northwest, and they get to learn to fly in a variety of different aircraft. Our students are all scheduled to fly twice a week at a minimum, and they will attend aviation ground school courses that are taught here on campus by the same instructors they fly with. The program operates 23 aircraft, mostly single-engine trainers. We also have multi-engine aircraft, as well as a float plane and a tailwheel aircraft. Moses Lake offers great weather for aviation and for training. With 5 runways at the airport, 13 approaches, a tower, and radar control, our students also have the opportunity to operate in airspace that includes Boeing jets, the military, and lots of other flight training and testing activities.
At NIC, we believe in investing in our future, one built with dedicated, skilled, and hardworking people. And with the new career and technical education facility at North Idaho College, the future is bright. Today's students are tomorrow's workforce, and North Idaho College's career and technical education program will provide the training that will get you the job. Together, let's build the future. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
I'm Mike Marzetta from Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye Robotics is a hands-on STEM education experience. We teach the teachers how to implement the curriculum in the lab, and 90% of it is them building, programming, inventing. We want the kids to come home from school and go, wow, I did the coolest thing today, and they're thinking I'm having too much fun and I can't put this dang project down. When STCU supports learning, they're supporting our future. What's a better place to help the greater good than helping kids? I'm Mike Marzetta, and STCU is here for good.
My game's developed 100% since I've been here in the Bay Area. Getting to the NBA is a major accomplishment, but surviving in the NBA is a totally new challenge. The way that I see the game now is all because of the experiences I've had in the last 7 years. It's all been an amazing journey.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
I graduated from high school in 2008, went to UW for a year, came back to Spokane. You know, graduated, wasn't really sure what I was going to do, so I headed to Spokane Falls. I feel like the energy in Spokane is evolving. Having a good, accessible college right here in town is a really important part of that. So I just started working at Helvetica, which is a local design firm. The Falls definitely prepared me for getting a good job right out of college.
My name is Morgan Lynch. This is my college, my community.
You're watching STSPN!
Are you interested in learning about a career in criminal justice? Big Bend Community College has 2 degree options. One will prepare you for transfer to a university, and the other will teach you the basic skills many employers are looking for in entry-level applicants. Many graduates have started exciting careers in law enforcement, corrections, and forensics. Students gain experience and networking opportunities through hands-on training with local law enforcement. Local officers, attorneys, and judges visit classes to share expertise, actively recruit, or help with fun campus activities like our mock trial and crash simulation. Students tour local prisons, visit courts and law enforcement agencies to see how criminal justice works in our area. We offer classes in a variety of formats to provide flexibility for our students, and our advisors will help you along the way to meet your specific academic goals. Come see if a career in criminal justice is right for you. Big hopes, big dreams, big successes at Big Bend Community College.
This is my classroom. These are my school supplies. This is my laboratory. These are my assignments. This is my study group. This is my career. Apply and enroll now to the NIC Pharmacy Technology Program. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
People often ask, what is it you do? I'm an Idaho Army National Guard soldier. But then again, it's not that simple. You see, I'm more than a weekend warrior. It's a continuous effort every day. Yeah, there's extremely long hours, but it's worth it. I love my job. It's like anything else. My profession is whatever I want to make of it. I get to do the incredible things most people dream of. The men and women I serve with are dedicated to being a premier force. It's amazing when you see my entire unit work together. When push comes to shove and we receive that award.
Welcome back. We're at the half between the Peninsula Pirates and the Umpqua Riverhawks on the 2017 NWAC Women's Basketball Championships here at Everett Community College. The stat sheet not favorable for the Peninsula Pirates. 20.9% field goals through a half of basketball. The only redeeming quality from accuracy standpoint is 9 for 9 from the free throw line to at least try to keep pace with the Umpqua Riverhawks. 6 for 6 from the free throw line for McKnight, Janice McKnight, trying her best to keep things in, but she's been saddled with 3 fouls most of the second quarter, so it's been a struggle. Ty Thomas leading the Peninsula Pirates scoring with 11 points, and a little bit higher than her season average of 8.0 points, but they're going to need a lot more out of her if they can. Peninsula able to get 11 points on 10 Umpqua Riverhawk turnovers. One of the things they can take advantage of is the Riverhawks have turned the ball over one more time than the Pirates. But a much better shooting percentage for Dave Strickland's Riverhawks, 47.6%. And definitely got out to a big lead. They've got 17 field goals on 10 assists also, so they are unselfish, passing the ball around and finding a lot of Daisy Powell underneath. 15 points to lead all scorers. And quiet somewhat has been Jordan Stotler. She's only got 12 points but 8 rebounds. The most rebounds of any player on the court so far through the half of basketball. 24 points, the largest Riverhawk lead. They went on a 21-2 run, spanning the first and second quarters to get them where they are right now, 49-27. So that 22-point lead, not quite the largest, but pretty darn close, as the Riverhawks will inbound to start this second quarter of play. Thanks for being along here on the NWAC Basketball Network, or Sports Network. They get the ball down low into Daisy Powell, and taken away, it'll be McKnight that brings it up. Keith Neely, top side, along with the masterful Todd Elvig doing all the controls. McKnight with her first field goal. She's got 6 points, but that all came via the free throw line up to this point. Finally cracks the field goals, and that's something you're going to have to mark. You're going to have to know where Daisy Powell is each and every step of the way through this second half if you are the Pirates. 17 points so far. 18 points and 7 rebounds a game ago yesterday over Treasure Valley. Daisy Powell is having a tournament. Holy smoke. Rhodesia has it swatted away, but she'll get it back in the inbound here right in front of us to the left. And now we'll inbound the ball. They'll get it to Yayus. Left-hand dribble, has it taken away there. Luerders, with great anticipation, had the rock in her hands for a second. It spins free right in front of the Peninsula bench. And now we have some communication between the officials. Sean Martin, Greg Boos, Felicia Wright doing an outstanding job today. Some long days. Talk about conditioning. Those folks have to be in some good shape also. And out of bounds. Do we have a foul call? Yes, we do. Ty Thomas comes up limping just a little bit. There was a question whether she fell on the end line or whether it was a foul. They'll say it is Jordan Stotler's first personal foul. That's only the first team foul early here in the second half, third quarter. About a minute and change gone by. They'll enter the long way and finally get it back in the hands of Rhodesia. Now in the corner, Dugan has that taken away. Quickly up with it is Stotler. She'll find transition basketball runners, Lueders. Finally slows things up, thought better about taking it in 1-on-3 and retreats. Stotler has been assist after assist this half. And who does she find but Daisy Powell? Already 2 assists for Stotler and 2 baskets for Powell on the other end. That off the mark. Thames with the rebound. She's got 7 rebounds. And look at the positioning. Look at the way that Daisy Powell has been running the court, anchors herself in the paint, gets great body position, uses her hips well, and asks for the rock every time she's down the court. And frankly, it's a game plan that's working, and the Riverhawks would be probably ill-advised to go against that up until there's an answer from the Peninsula Pirates on defense. 53-29, largest lead equaled here by the Riverhawks, 24 points. Out top, Dugan looked at like she could pull the string, but instead a beautiful dump to the right block to Janice McKnight, who has 4 points in the half. And the second Pirate in double digits with 10 points. You're going to have to get a flurry of activity. Riverhawks able to put an 8-0 run together a couple minutes into the second quarter. So they're capable, absolutely capable. And then a travel steps is called on McKnight as she tiptoes through the key. And we'll go back to the Riverhawks. NWAC women's basketball. We've got 4 games on the docket today. This is the first. Bellevue and Spokane follow directly. There's another entry pass. This time it came from Lueders, but the same result is Daisy Powell is just chewing up field goal after field goal from point blank range. She has got to have the highest field goal percentage of anybody. There's the Euro step, the wrap around up and under from Janice McKnight. She can't get that one to stick. And there's an easy call to make as Stotler puts the ball up on her shoulder. Tried to come down with it, nods her head, yeah, that was me. Go back and play some defense. So I mentioned Bellevue Spokane, the 4 p.m. game. The Bulldogs and Sasquatch, Walla Walla Warriors, and Lower Columbia will tilt at 6 p.m. tonight. And the final in the Elite Eight, Skagit Valley and CBC. Columbia Basin College will play at the nightcap, the 8 p.m. contest, all trying to get to that championship game a week from today. 2:30 p.m., the championship tip-off. My buddy Steve Willits and I, Keith Neely, will have the call. We hope you'll join us. Been a fun tournament. I love the way that the NWAC has set things up here in the single elimination. Very NCAA style the dance, if you call it, the way 64 teams are paired down, and you lose, you're done. You've got to bring it when you come to a tournament like this. Stolen away. Smith starts with her left, thought about pushing it to the opposite side, but it can't get to Yayos. And out of bounds right at the camera. And Todd Elvid quick off the seats to make sure that it didn't go down. Last thing the production manager wants is to lose a camera. There's the shot. Bingo! Yayos with the triple. That'll help your cause. 55-34. You like a little more of that, and a steady dose, an absolute steady dose of Daisy Powell. Time and time again. 8 points in the quarter, in the third quarter alone. To go with 15 points in the first half. Smith with the basket on the other side. Long three. Swish goes Stotler's triple. She's got three balls on the day. Not quite her 33-point output, but she's halfway there. 15 points so far in the ball game. Another three, that one off the mark. An offensive rebound by Smith. She'll try to put it up on that left-hand side. Drew a foul, and will head to the free throw line. That foul charged against Tasha Bilbrew, her second personal foul. And Tiffany Smith cannot get the first of two free throws. This is her first trip to the free throw line today. A 58% free throw shooter on the season. And hits the second of two. A long pass. Blocked away there. Rodriguez got a mid on the Stotler shot attempt. And coming the other way, Peninsula trying to continue just to march slowly in to lead cutting. Powell with the rebound. They'll get it in the hands of Bilbrew. Down in the corner to Lewiters, back to Bilbrew. Being guarded man-to-man pressure. Bilbrew wanted it on the screen, the give and go. And the step down, that right hand block, a drop step in on Ty Thomas, who has no answer, and Daisy Powell continuing to put up points in the paint. I'm going to go back to the stat sheet here. I'm curious how many points in the paint they had. Thomas with an offensive rebound and a foul called. So at the half, of course, that doesn't count the, 10 points so far in the paint that Daisy Powell has put up here in the third quarter. And they didn't mark them down here on the stat sheet. I got zeros at the half, and I know that's not correct. So, guarantee it's been large. So we'll go back to a timeout here on the floor. We'll take a break ourselves. NWAC Women's Basketball.
At NIC, we believe in investing in our future. One built with dedicated, skilled, and hardworking people. And with the new career and technical education facility at North Idaho College, the future is bright. Today's students are tomorrow's workforce, and North Idaho College's career and technical education program will provide the training that will get you the job. Together, let's build the future. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
My game's developed 100% since I've been here in the Bay Area. Getting to the NBA is a major accomplishment, but surviving in the NBA is a totally new challenge. The way that I see the game now is all because of the experiences I've had in the last 7 years. It's all been an amazing journey.
We are back. Everett Community College. Midway through the third quarter. And an Umpqua Riverhawks 62-37 lead over Peninsula. And there you see head coach Dave Strickland was not happy in the timeout and let his Riverhawks know that he needs a little more on defense as the shot off the Ty Thomas free throw is errant. She'll have another attempt, and that one also off the mark. She's a 72% free throw shooter. but misses a couple there. He's 1 for 3. Coming the other way. Daisy Powell going to work in the offensive glass. And out of bounds will go back to the Riverhawks. 25 points for Daisy Powell. Averages 20.7 points a game and just under 10 rebounds a contest. And you can see what kind of force she is. Ty Thomas is the only one that really can put a body on there. You see them both going to work, one after another, and that time it was Thomas that got the better of Powell. But watch that matchup down low. 50 in black against number 30 in white. The Thomas-Powell matchup. And I think, nothing against Ty Thomas, but I think you're going to have to bring a second body to help out. There's the shot by Stoller. She just doesn't miss much. And they haven't needed her. She had 33 points a game ago yesterday over Treasure Valley and has been relatively quiet. When I say quiet, she's got 17. And there's the shot by Ty Thomas the other direction. She's on the board for the first time here in the half with 13 points in the game. And now a chance to, they got to stop. It's a chance for the Pirates to come back and get into this ballgame one more time. 64-39 with 3:20 to go. The long kick, the pass, the shot, no good. Yaus has had plenty of opportunities from long bomb range, but is 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. Actually, she's 1 for 6, excuse me. She hit one earlier here in the third quarter, and now a foul call. And that's going to be interesting down the stretch when you've got Daisy Powell, and you got some jaw setting going on. Both girls and most women are trying to take it at one another. This time it's Dugan will head to the free throw line. EVC trivia time. Why do some of the region's best athletes choose Everett Community College? Well, here's your answer. You're looking at it right here. They get to use this gym, beautiful facility. You can look around and see what kind of facilities they've got here. It is an absolute beautiful campus as Powell goes right back to work. You can register for spring classes at everettcc.edu. Find them on the infrawebs. There's the long shot, 3 on the way. Too strong, too much mustard on the Dugan triple opportunity, and last touched by Umpqua, and back to the Pirates out of bounds. They get it in to Thomas. She spins in. Long kick out to Dugan. Short corner, playing back and forth, and the smooth stroke of Ty Thomas. She's got 4 in the quarter. 15 on the game. And a foul call. A bit too aggressive was Sephora Yaus. Third team foul on the Pirates. Nobody in any real foul trouble. You got McKnight, Janice McKnight for the Pirates with 3. After that, a smattering of 2s here and there, but really nobody in any trouble. We'll go back to Umpqua, out of bounds. (66-43), 23-point lead as Umpqua has enjoyed pretty much that advantage since the end of the first quarter. They went on a 21-2 run spanning 2 quarters, spanning the first and the second, where Peninsula could not hit anything. There's the 3. Finally, Yaus is able to dial it in on the move, sets her feet. She's got 2 field goals from downtown and 6 points on the day. We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one ourselves on NWACsports.org. Stick around.
I'm Mike Marzetta from Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye Robotics is a hands-on STEM education experience. We teach the teachers how to implement the curriculum in the lab, and 90% of it is them building, programming, inventing. We want the kids to come home from school and go, wow, I did the coolest thing today, and they're thinking I'm having too much fun and I can't put this dang project down. When STCU supports learning, they're supporting our future. What's a better place to help the greater good than helping kids? I'm Mike Marzetta, and STCU is here for good.
You see him there with the lead. And if you look at number 30 exiting the huddle there, Daisy Powell with 27 points. And at the half, not keeping the tally of rebounds, but at the half, let's see what Powell's got. 10 rebounds total. She's added that, so already well into her double-double. And the Riverhawks will bring things up. Guarded man-to-man, full-court pressure. And pressure may be the answer as they trap in the corner, finally get it down into Powell. She'll spin up against a double team. It's off the back iron, off the glass, and in. And feeling it right now is Daisy Powell. 29 points, going for 30 at the line if she can hit the free throw on the end one. I'm running out of stat sheet spots here on my paper. Holy smoke. 69-46. Peninsula trying to keep their Elite Eight into the Final Four, and they're going to have to come uncork from the field goals here, especially from long range if they're going to get back into this one. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to play great defense, get a couple of stops, and then this. No. You can get an offensive putback. There's the shot blocked away by Stotler. It was Thomas that had a good look, and driving in, stolen away, partially blocked, and another Stotler rebound. Winner goes home. Or excuse me, winner goes on. Loser goes home. Winner will play the 2 p.m. game on Saturday, March 18th. And they will play the winner of either Bellevue or Spokane. That's the game coming up directly after this one, the Bulldogs and the Sasquatch. Bulldogs coming from 14 back to upset Centralia, the number 2 seed out of the West Division, 52-48 yesterday. And then Spokane upended Lynn Benton. Spokane, the number 1 seed out of the East. So you've got number 3 out of the North, Bellevue, number 1 out of the East, Spokane. A lot of great matchups the rest of the way. 6 p.m. game in the Elite Eight, Walla Walla Warriors, Lower Columbia Red Devils. They'll play in game number 3 in the Elite Eight, and then the final of the night has another and one. It's like repeat and repeat time. Just feed the beast. Feed Powell. Give her the rock. 17 points here in the third quarter alone. Almost equals her output. If she hits the free throw here, it'll equal her output for the entire game yesterday, and she does it. 18 points yesterday versus Treasure Valley. 18 points here in the quarter versus the Pirates of Peninsula. And the lead expands, 72-48, the largest one yet. And driving in on the left-hand side goes Rodriguez, partially blocked by Stotler, who is just lurking in the weeds down there on that right-hand block, the low part of the zone. And she's a bit slight, but she can get up and block. Sephora Yayus with a deuce. She's got 8 points on the game. 72-50, and almost to the end of the third quarter here, you hear the announcer calling it out. In traffic, a little 5-footer rolls off the rim, kiss of the glass and in. And Bria Timms with the bucket and almost dropping the long bomb. They're happy with the final. 74-50, that'll cut it in, the long bomb. I didn't see it. I had my head down when the ball went up. But that's the end of the quarter. And they are reviewing the shot, whether it was able to leave in time. You heard the crowd rise up as the ball went through the net. We have it 74-50. But we'll see what the final is when the referees sort things out. Should have been a 4-point shot. I'm getting asked if that was worth 4. I don't think you'll give it 4. So the shot will stand. We'll take a break into the third quarter. It is a 24-point Umpqua Riverhawks lead over the Peninsula Pirates. You're watching NWAC Women's Championship Basketball on STSPN.com.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
We're going to take a look here at that last second shot. Tala Dalvig, our producer, will draw things up here, and we'll see if we can't find the replay of the last second buzzer beater. While we're digging that up, I'd like to remind you that PSG Washington is a proud sponsor of this year's tournament. PSG team of highly skilled employee benefits consultants here to guide you toward making the best decisions for your business and employees. Throughout the Northwest, no other firm can match their unparalleled blend of experience, dedication, and customer service. PSG Washington, we're not satisfied until you are satisfied. Back to the action, the fourth quarter underway here at Everett Community College. The 2017 NWAC Women's Basketball Championships, the Final Four awaits the winner, who will play either Bellevue or Spokane. We'll find the answer out in the game to follow this one. The men also at that stage were the Final Four. We're going to round out that bracket in a moment. There's a long shot, no good by Stotler, but right there for the putback. The easy answer for Bria Timms. She's got 13 points today. 3 is blocked. Stotler has got, I want to say, 4 blocks that I have counted. And then a foul called as Timms bounces off her tippy toes. Thought she got away with one there, and will not be the case. She'll be charged with the foul. That will be her second personal foul, and it sends Rodriguez to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Rodriguez, a 60% free throw shooter. Looking for a challenge? Make sure you push yourself further. It begins when you enlist as a soldier in the U.S. Army. You'll be trained in one of more than 150 career fields. Can even earn money for college if you qualify. Find out more, visit your local Army recruiter or log on to goarmy.com. Foul. And back to the free throw line go the Pirates. Tiffany Smith. Timms picks up her third personal foul, back-to-back possessions. Picks up 2 fouls. And the first of 2 free throws off the mark for Tiffany Smith, a 58% free throw shooter. And the substitution, Adriana Taylor will exit. Lewitter's back in for the Riverhawks, and the second of 2 shots off the mark. And the rebound back to the Riverhawks. Stotler finds Bilbrew in the front court. Pass now to Thames. And get it to Stotler. She can hit from where she caught it there. There's Lewiters. They swing it around. Stotler with the 3. Elevation. Count it! The 4th triple from Stotler, and it's been quiet. She has had a quiet 22 points. That is not true. It cannot be said of many players, but she has just kind of hung out. It's been the Daisy Powell show for the most part, but Stotler has gotten hers. There's the shot, no good. Pass back out and a foul called. That will be against Tasia Bilbrew. It'll be her 3rd personal foul. So now getting into a bit of foul trouble. Both Thames and Bilbrew tagged with 3 fouls apiece. Not yet the bonus. Only 3 team fouls on Umpqua here in the 4th quarter. There's the shot, no good. A little runner, but an offensive rebound and putback. Great job of the 5'6" freshman Tiffany Smith, kind of hanging out amongst the bigs underneath. We've got Stotler at 6'4" and Powell at 6'3", and she got the rebound from between them. The foul is charged to Powell. That is her 3rd personal foul. And still the free throw woes continue for Tiffany Smith, who missed her last 2 and is 1 for 5 right now from the free throw line. Make that 1 for 6, excuse me. And out of bounds. The foot race lost by Lewiters, who taps it out of bounds. She last touched the ball. And the Pirates will try to come back in. They've only got 8 minutes to climb a pretty big mountain at this point, 79-51. And the long 3 on the way, no good from Yayus. She's hit a couple, but they're going to have to spring her loose. Look for a couple of high screens to try to get her uncorked. Down into the corner, short corner jump shot, no, from McKnight. Thought about it, now she'll spin into traffic on the double team, gets her own offensive rebound, 1 bounce up with the right hand, count it. Janice McKnight has 12 points. Below, right at her average, 12.9 points a game. Had 17 points yesterday over Tacoma. Pump fake, no good. Stotler pulls it down. Now she'll give it to Bilbrew. Now they'll swing it left-hand side to Thames. 6 on the shot clock. Underneath it goes. There's the money. Count it! Again, Daisy Powell on the left-hand block. Used her right hand to get away from the defender and puts it up and in. A chance for additional points coming by way of the stripe. That will be the 2nd personal foul on Ty Thomas. Only the 1st team foul. And that will rim in and out. Almost an offensive rebound. Finally it is. Stotler picks up the loose ball. Back on the left-hand side to Thames. An easy look. And Stotler with an expert pass, cross traffic to find Thames. 83-53, 30-point lead, the largest that Umpqua has enjoyed so far in the first game here of 4. And the Peninsula Pirates, runners-up last year, have won it in 2015. Look like they may not get out of the Elite 8. If they do, I'm glad I'm here to call the game because it'll be a fun one in 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Thames over to Lewiters. Now they'll swing it all the way back right side, back to Thames, who has guarded man-to-man pressure. Shot clock down to 7-6 now. They'll get it in on a quick spin to Powell, no good. And it'll be a shot clock violation. Nobody could get it. Thames was underneath trying to get the ball to the rim in any way that she could find possible, but has it stripped clear, and it will go back to the Pirates. Dugan thought about the 3, and you're going to have to start pulling the string here pretty quick. Little 1s and 2s underneath as McKnight falls, and she's slow to get up. Tripped over, it almost looked like maybe a wet floor or something there, and they may have to look at that because it wasn't an extreme move by Janice McKnight. Her knees sure buckled. She went down in a hurry. That foul will go against Tiffany Smith, her third personal foul on Tiffany Smith. Only the second team foul. 5.5 minutes remain in game one. Bellevue and Spokane up next in the 4 p.m. game in the Elite Eight of the 2017 Women's Basketball Championships. Thames continued to add to her total. She's got 6 points here in the quarter, 8 for the half, and 17 for the game. Powell stuffing the stat sheet with another rebound. Thames can't get it to fall, but they'll give it right back to her. Great pass by Stotler. Travel. Daisy Powell had a double-double when she got the first rebound of the second half, and has just been packing the stat sheet ever since. 85-53. We've got a timeout on the floor with 4:57 to remain here in the fourth. We'll take a break. You're watching game number one of the Elite Eight of the 2017 NWAC Basketball Championships. Don't go anywhere.
You know you need a getaway when your laundry pile is bigger than the last mountain you biked. It's time. Go Oak Ridge, the mountain bike capital of the Northwest, where you'll find miles of single track without lots of people. After your downhill ride, swap stories and battle scars over a pint, then stay and play another day. To plan your getaway, go to EugeneCascadesCoast.org/go. It's time. Go.
Just under 5 minutes remain in the game between the Umpqua Riverhawks out of Roseburg, Oregon, and Peninsula Pirates from Port Angeles, Washington. Two teams having to travel a long distance. Peninsula having to take a ferry ride. Roseburg, Oregon, probably the longest distance, I believe, in mileage that any team has to travel to the NWAC. I'll have to double check that. Great move, splitting the wickets as McKnight goes up for a deuce. And quickly a turnover on the other end. Up and in on the Smith make. 85-57. Long trip off the Peninsula. A couple of good colleges over on the Peninsula. Peninsula being one of them, Olympic College being the other one. Long three now. No, off the mark, and a foul call. That'll go against McKnight, will be her fourth, and sends, I believe it will send, let's see how many fouls do we have here. That is only the third team foul on Peninsula, so Daisy Powell will not shoot free throws. Olympic College in Bremerton, the other off the Kitsap Peninsula. I'd like to remind you that Olympic College, a great place to hit the field in the books. You can earn an AA degree and transfer to a university, or slide into home and earn a bachelor's degree without even leaving Kitsap County. Learn more at olympiccollege.info/athletics for more information. And their Peninsula mates struggling right now, down 85-57 in the waning moments of game number one. The winner moving on to play either Bellevue or Spokane. Spokane with a thumping of Lynn Menton, 70-57 yesterday. Bellevue escaping down 14 and able to get all the way back in the fourth quarter to beat Centralia 52-48. Should be an outstanding ball game between the Bulldogs and the Sasquatch, coming up at 4 p.m. on the NWAC Sports Network. Thanks for being alongside. Keith Neely with you. High atop the Walt Price Student Fitness Center here at Everett Community College. Umpqua in control. 35 points for Daisy Powell. She had the double-double at halftime and just continues to pat it on. There she is with the spin move. That hits the back iron out of bounds, saving it in, and now out of a heel just on the line is Bria Timms. Adriana Taylor enters the ball game for the Riverhawks from Putnam High School in Oregon City, Oregon, the 5'9" freshman. Getting some time and set to check in is Lily Eckert. Eckert from Kingston High School. Talk about the Peninsula. She didn't have to, she's pretty close to home, probably has some family in the stands, and Eckert will enter, the 6'1" freshman. Only Tasia Bilbrew is a sophomore. That's it. The sophomore from Portland will be her final season this year. Everybody else on the Riverhawks will be back to enjoy another season, and it looks like they'll make it into at least the Final Four. And that's a testament to a couple of great players and great recruiting here in this freshman class for Umpqua. Just about 2 minutes to play now. Bounce pass, left hand, no good. Butler got the good look and the shot. She's got 2 points on the night. Has a chance to add to that with a couple of free throws here. Thames picks up her 4th personal foul. As Cammie Butler misses the first free throw. She's not had a whole lot of attempts. After that one, she's 5 for 9 for the season. The 6-foot sophomore getting some time on the court. And hits the second. She has 3 points, and what most likely will be her last collegiate game here as a Pirate anyway. 85-58. Umpqua still in the driver's seat. Been that way since about midway through the first quarter of play. We've had a tie and had a lead change, but it was early on in the first quarter. Really has not played too much into it since then. And here is the shot clock running down to 2. Finally hit the iron. It'll be Umpqua that gets it back into the hands of Stotler. Now Taylor. Top of the key to Thames. Man-to-man pressure by the Pirates. Stotler, Thames again, cuffs the ball with on her left hip. Now they'll give it to Eckert. 9 on the shot clock. Minute 18 on the game clock. Here we go, up and off the back iron, no good. Rebound ripped down by Dugan. Long lead pass. They're finding Yayus out front, and a timeout on the floor. Not a timeout. We've got just a substitution. It was a timeout, but all it was is a substitution timeout as Ty Thomas gets hugs from the coaching staff here for Peninsula. Allison Crum and Mike Knowles, the assistant coach, up off the bench to give the sophomore her credit. She finishes the game with 15 points. And has had a heck of a drawing defensive duty against Daisy Powell in this one. And remarkably, you can't say she hasn't held her own. I know that 35 points, when you look at the stat sheet on the player against you, seems like you just got beat down. Thomas held her own. You really had to draw a couple of helpers alongside the back of that defense because it would, on fronting, Thomas was fronting Powell most of the time, and the passes were going over the top. And we're about done with this one. 14-18. We'll see 18 seconds left on the game clock. Shot clock has been turned off. And the Umpqua Riverhawks will improve to 29-2 and move on to the Final Four. The final 85-58. So Umpqua advances. Peninsula finishes their season 19-10 overall, and they finish as Elite Eighters. Not a bad feather in your cap. Umpqua, of course, moving on to play the winner of our next game, Bellevue versus Spokane. That game coming up at 4 p.m. You can watch that right here on stspn.com or also at nwacsports.org, exactly where you can find us on the NWAC Sports Network. I'll be along for the call here in just a moment. We'll take a break and come back and wrap things up with the final statistics in just a moment. Stick around.
I'm Mike Marzetta from Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye Robotics is a hands-on STEM education experience. We teach the teachers how to implement the curriculum in the lab, and 90% of it is them building, programming, inventing. We want the kids to come home from school and go, wow, I did the coolest thing today, and they're thinking I'm having too much fun and I can't put this dang project down. When STCU supports learning, they're supporting our future. What is a better place to help the greater good than helping kids? I'm Mike Marzetta, and STCU is here for good.
Welcome to Basketball City, USA.
I use my brain, open lanes to the top of the game. I use my hand on any man that would try to contain me. Use my feet and compete like I need to the death. I use my heart and it'll beat till I breathe my last breath.
Hoop Fest 2017. Don't miss your shot.
Welcome back. The final in the Peninsula Pirate Umpqua Riverhawks contest, 58-85. Umpqua moving on to face either Bellevue or Spokane, who you're watching warm up right here in front of you. I'd like to remind you that if you're looking for a challenge and need to push yourself further than you have been, it begins when you enlist as a soldier in the U.S. Army. You can train in one of more than 150 career fields. You could even earn money for college if you qualify. Find out more, visit your local Army recruiter, or log on to goarmy.com. A full slate of games a week from yesterday, the Saturday, March 18th. They got two Final Four games. We already know we'll see Umpqua in the 2 p.m. game. You also have the other Final Four in the 2017 NWAC women's basketball game, the other side of the bracket, at 4 p.m. And then in the 2 games for the Final Four of the men, Tacoma will face Umpqua in the 6 p.m. game. Those are your 2 on the Final Four on the left side of the bracket. And then you've got an 8 p.m. game to wrap things up. And then the final championships will be on Sunday. You've got a 2:30 p.m. tip-off for the the women's championship, and then the boys will be Sunday, March 19th at 5:15 p.m. Steve Willits and I will have the call of the women's championship, and then Tom Lafferty will take on and give you the call for the men. The final statistic, just touch on some things before we say goodnight on this broadcast. Daisy Powell, 35 points, 14 rebounds in 32 minutes. She ended up 14 of 25 from the field and 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Hat tip to Daisy Powell. She is by far the game MVP, if you will. The game ball I'm giving to Daisy Powell. You also had Jordan Stotler finished the night with 20 points and I guess 17 rebounds to go along with that. Not too shabby out of the freshman. And you can give her 7 assists on helping Daisy Powell out also. So almost a second triple-double in as many games. She is a specimen. Leading all scoring on the other side for the Pirates was Tasha Thomas. She exits with 17 points. Teammate Janice McKnight will finish her night with 14 points, and the Peninsula Pirates are done for the season. Umpqua will be back here a week from yesterday on Saturday, March 18th. Thanks for being with us. Again, the final score, 85-58, Umpqua over Peninsula. We'll have the next round of the Elite Eight coming up at 4 p.m. on the NWAC Sports Network. Thanks for being a part of it. I'm Keith Nealing for the Elvigs. Todd Elvig at the helm. We'll say so long for this one. Back at 4.